Hey everybody, welcome to the 5th video in our series, The 5 Pillars of Sumo Deadlifting. This video is going to cover the lockout. So we've already gone over foot position, start position, setup, tightness, being patient off the ground. Now we're going to focus on the final part of the lift, okay? Once Kristen gets set, she's breaking the bar from the ground like we talked about in the other videos. First point I want to focus on, her hips come through right away. As soon as she breaks the bar from the ground with her legs, her hips are firing. This allows her to stay balanced and push her weight forward towards the bar, keeping her hips in the right position when she locks out. Get set again. We don't want to have her in a position where she locks her knees before she locks her hips. So if she comes up and locks the knees out and then tries to finish with the back, it's almost like there's a bubble she's pulling the bar over. Really not a good position for us. The second thing, really important that we want to focus on, is she pulls there. We don't want to have the shoulder tension being too great. So if she pulls up and she's shrugging against the bar, she's going to have to pull the bar up over this imaginary bubble at the top. She comes up and then pulls up, and then if she relaxes, she's going to lower the bar. We want to have the bar lock out as low as possible. So to start this and to perfect this, really focus on keeping tension in the hands only, really mainly the fingers. And when she pulls, she's going to relax her arm, keeping her lat tight. This should keep the shoulder down as much as possible. If she pulls up in the middle and then kind of shrugs up and pulls over, she's getting up in a bad position. It's going to be hard to lock the weight out. So Kristen will do a deadlift here.
Okay.
Yeah. And you can see how the bar does not descend at all when she stands up. Arms are long. That's as low as it can possibly be. This is the best place to be. In this position, if she shrugged here, if she was to relax, you can see how the bar drops. She just lost a couple inches of range of motion there. Not ideal for pulling big weights. So ideally when Kristen locks out, she's going to stand up and lock out in a balanced position. Shoulders behind the bar, bar in front of her. She's locked here. Everything is stacked up in a really nice place. She's balanced right here. Okay. What we don't want to do, something we want to avoid, when she sets up or when she pulls, we don't want to have to lock out with our hips or our backs pulling us back behind the bar. So she sets up, pulls. If she leans back too far, she may lose her balance and then come back forward, which in the rules will make the bar descend, okay? We don't want to have the bar go up and down. We just want to lock out, everything comes up and stacks up nicely like in the first rep. So when she pulls, no excessive leaning back. To recap our 3 points we went over, number 1, initiate with the hips first. As soon as the bar comes off the ground, we're firing our hips, trying to bring them to the bar, trying to lock out right away, right off the ground. It might seem like it's just an inch or two off the ground before you start locking out, but that's what we want to have happen so you don't end up locking your knees, then locking your hips. Point number 2, we want to make sure that our arms stay relaxed and the bar locks out as low as possible. We don't want to have to pick the bar up over an imaginary bubble. And then point number 3, make sure you don't lean back too far, right? We're not trying to lean back away from the bar. We want to be upright, stacked on top of ourselves with the bar slightly in front. That gives us the best chance to prevent ourselves from having the bar go up and down and get red lights. That was our 5th video in the series, The 5 Pillars of Sumo Deadlifting. If you guys like that video or you want to learn a little bit more, go ahead and watch the other 4 or go ahead and subscribe to the Juggernaut YouTube page.